everybody, it's Michelle, and today I'm working on another European Papercrafts design team project. You guys know that I love the 3D card toppers, and this is sort of like those. It makes a 3D image by layering different parts of the image, but it's on a much larger scale than the card toppers, and I thought this would be really good for a card front for an Easter card. And that's the Anita's Foiled Decoupage by Craftie. And I'm using my shimmery, sort of buttery yellow card base, also from European Papercrafts. I thought that would match beautifully with my little image over there. And I'll be popping up all those with the Craftie 3D foam squares. And I'll be using my double-sided tape by Doris and the Say It With Bling Baby Bling. And you can get all of these at European Papercrafts. Just go to their website at 3dcardmaking.com, and whatever you decide to purchase, be sure to enter the discount code Craftie at checkout, and you'll get 10% off everything you purchase. And I think that is a really good deal. They have got some beautiful products. And the only thing I'm adding to my European Papercraft products is just one little piece of a light purple color to match with that I'm going to matte inside. And that's just what I had on hand, but you can also get some beautiful papers over there at European Papercrafts too. And I'm just going to matte that inside. My card base is 4 1/8 by 5 7/8. So I cut my mat at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. That way it's going to give me just a little bit of a border all the way around to see that yellow next to the purple. And I think that's so pretty and Eastery. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. Get my double-sided tape out. And I'm going to go ahead and put my little sentiment piece inside. This is not necessary. That soft yellow color is plenty light enough to be able to see any writing or stamping that you want to put in there. But I just really liked the idea of the purple and yellow color scheme for my Easter card to bring everything together from that image that's going on the front. Okay, and this double-sided tape tears a little bit easier than I first realized in my last video, which makes it so much simpler. Just run it right along the edge of your cardstock and just tear it right at the end. That backing seemed a little bit plasticky, and I didn't think it would tear, and to be honest with you, I didn't really try to tear it much, but I decided to try it because it was a little frustrating with the scissors, and found out that it was really actually would tear very easily. So I wouldn't have had to do all that cutting. So to save you guys some trouble, you won't have to do that. It tears very easily. And I'm going to peel my backer off of that. Maybe, if I can get a hold of it. There we go. I'm going to line that up as evenly as I can, just eyeballing it. And then just press it down. And then that will be very pretty to stamp in or write your sentiment, whatever you want to add to that. Like I said, it's not necessary. This is a very light color and it would show up easily, but I just wanted the purple and yellow color combination. And also I have found with card making, I think that we add so many layers and decorations to the front. Sometimes it becomes a lot heavier than the back. So I like to add a layer back there too, just to give it a little balance. And now we get started on the fun part with our 3D foiled decoupage. And these are already mostly die cut for you, and they just kind of pop out. And it is super, super simple. This card practically makes itself. So this is labeled A1. So that is image A, which is this one, and that's the first piece that we need to apply to our card in our layering. And see how that yellow just goes so beautifully with my card front? I love that. And I have been putting my base layer down flat, but I think I'm going to pop this up, and I really want a lot of dimension on this card. So even on my base layer, I'm going to put my 3D foam squares and then just peel the backers off. And I think I'm going to pretty much center it up. You could scoot it up toward the top if you wanted to and leave a lot of room toward the bottom for your sentiment. You could scoot it down to the bottom and put a sentiment above, but I think I just want the image, and we can save sentiments for the inside. I just really love this image, and I want all of my focus to be on that. And now let's see. Here's A2, so we're going to put that one on next. So again, I'm putting my foam squares and then just line it up and put that right on top. And the thing I love about this is you can really decide how much dimension you want to add. And you can see that that pops up from the frame of our first layer, and you could just stop right there if you wanted to. And you can add as many of the layers as you choose. Let's see, here we've got A3. And on this piece, the part of the sky there behind him pops out too. So we're left with this. And I love little windows in dimensional layers like that. So we put more. Let's see, we've got a couple more things that pop out there, looks like. Yeah. Over here in the corner. And that's really going to add a lot of dimension. Okay, I think I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to need a really small piece up here in the corner. Right there. Let's see, even smaller than that, I think. It's a tiny little corner there. It's really good to add a lot of dimension, but you don't want to leave that corner unsupported, because then it's just going to kind of fly loose. So you can see there, I just put a tiny little piece of my 3D foam square, and then I'm going to add more squares all the way around. You really want to get it next to these cut edges to make sure that those are supported so that it doesn't leave a place for your die cut to come loose or to be torn. Remove all the backers. And line up another layer. I don't know if you guys can tell the dimension of that window sort of area there. I really like that. Okay, let's see what's next. We've got A4. And that is a little bunny driving the wagon. And let's see, A4 also includes all of these flowers, so you can add some dimension there, and even an A5 for the bunny. So let's work on the A4. And actually, let me get my little quilling tool that I use to poke pieces out of die cuts. See if we can get these little pieces out. All those little window parts just do so much to add dimension to the card. And I'm going to add foam tape again. I'm going to take my little cut piece here that I had left and put in that corner. And I'm going to cut a couple more. Just cut those right in half. And then I can fit those into these smaller areas. And the thing is with these, as the layers become more and more delicate, you really want them to be supported on the back so that they don't get torn. And that foam tape sticks good. Okay, line up our bunny. And I'm going to go ahead and tear out all of these flowers in the A4 layer. And I'm going to go ahead and take out my other bunny here. He's layer A5. See how delicate and intricate those layers can get? I think I'll start with the biggest one here. Let's see if I can match up. Yeah, where that comes from. And I'm going to cut some more foam squares. Put those on the back. And like I said, you can stop at any point that you want to in this layering. You can just add 2 or 3 layers just until it's got the dimension you want. And I really like those flowers popping up there. At this point, it's sort of like a puzzle, trying to figure out where all the pieces go. Let's see if we can find that one. And this is just my quick stick pickup tool by We Are Memory Keepers. It's so handy. I'll put a link to that for you guys too. Let's see, I think that one goes right here. I'm not going to put that one. And I'm going to cut my foam squares some more. Putting tiny little pieces wherever I need them. And add it right on. And I'm going to stop right there for my card front. That has so much dimension. I really love this card. And I think I will add some decoration to the inside. But on the inside, I'm going to keep it flat. And I'm just going to use some of my art glitter glue. And I'll put a link in the description where you guys can get this too. It's really good glue. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to put my little bunny on the inside, sitting down here at the bottom. And it's not a complete image. He's not driving anything. Looks like he's just sitting there with a pile of Easter eggs. I think that's really cute. I guess you can put your glue on the piece or on the card, either way you want to do it. I'm just going to have him sitting down here in the corner. That's so cute. Get some of my flower pieces here. And we'll scatter some little flowers around on the ground down there. And you can just sort of randomly decide where you want to place some flowers. Don't want to use all of the pieces on one card, you can make multiple cards out of these if you want them to have a little less dimension. Just use the separate layers for separate cards. And since I've gone that far decorating the inside, I'm going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment on the inside too. Let me see what I can find. Okay, I'm going with the Old Faithful here, my Hero Arts Celebrate Everyday stamp set, and it's got a Happy Easter sentiment. So I'm going to put that on a block and get that stamped inside. And I think I'll use my Memento Dewdrop ink in Grape Jelly and really bring out all of our purples. I think that would be so pretty. And then see if I can get in there to line that up good. And I almost forgot to add some of my bling. We don't want to forget that. I think every card can benefit from a little bling. And on this, I think I'm just going to put one here and there in the center of some of my flowers. And they are self-adhesive. You can add adhesive though, if you feel like it needs it to be a little more secure. Just a little bling for the center of the flowers. Just a few. And I think that is all this card needs. I think it's just beautiful. So you guys, be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my 3D Easter card. Be sure to head on over to 3dcardmaking.com to get all of the supplies to make a beautiful card just like this. And at checkout, be sure to use the discount code Craftie and you'll get 10% off of your total purchase. I think that is a wonderful deal. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like over on my Facebook page. And be sure to join our Facebook group, Crafty Minds. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have all of the measurements and links and everything over there as well, so be sure and check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.